Like it's going. Bada bing 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 bing. Where am I?
Check 1 1 2.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Pull up my.
We're not hearing with the headphones.
I know,
it's
but
weird.
We'll look silly with them on.
Yeah. Let's just put your fucking masks on, dude.
We could.
You want to look silly?
All right. Well, let's start.
Let's get into it.
All right. So I am here
Let me turn my phone on. I don't want it just blowing up.
All right.
We're good.
All right. All right. And I'm here with DROID Bishop.
Yeah. Hello.
AKA James Bowen.
That's me.
How's it going?
It's good. Should I look at you?
So this is
just look directly into my eyes.
See, so we got a camera going today. So if you people are just listening to the audio, know that we're also filming this just to give people an idea of what it looks like when we can actually do a recording, because James is playing a show. He is a guitarist.
Sorry.
And
I'll get you going.
And he's visiting Toronto for a few hours. So we
beautiful country.
Yeah, he got to see it all. He got to see the whole thing.
The whole thing.
And so we're hanging out today, and we're going to do a in-studio interview. So you've been on the show several times.
I have, and now we're here. Let's do a little cheers to that.
I wonder if we should rip
Clink.
Should we rip the labels off?
I don't know. No one drinks this shit. I always drink beer, and I never drink this.
I don't either. I was in this place, and I was looking, I'm just like, what should I get? And I'm just like, I never drink Dos Equis, and I know there's those ads with I drink Dos Equis.
Yeah.
It's the most interesting guy in the universe, isn't it, or whatever?
It's like you never drink beer, but when you do, this is the fucking one you reach for?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
I mean, it's all right.
It's crafted in Mexico.
Where's the Molsons, bro? Came to Canada for the Molsons. Or a little Bat Blue, dude?
It was all cans. I wanted to get bottles, and I know, ironically, I did buy some cans, but that was just a spare, just in case you didn't want what I bought in bottles.
Oh, I would have loved anything you bought me.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Liquid courage.
So, man, DROID Bishop.
Yeah.
You got a new album you've made. You sent me some tracks.
I did.
Now, is that the whole thing?
Yeah. I decided that was all I wanted to do.
Okay. Well, I just want to know, just so in case there's
that's
secret songs.
I mean, there might, you know me, I could just decide not to put any of those out in the next 3 days. No, it's coming out. Don't worry. Let's edit that.
Well, it'll be.
It's coming at you. So get it when it gets here.
Chances are everything will already be out by the time this video
it'll be platinum by the time this comes out. Bandcamp platinum.
But I listened to the tracks, and they're good.
Thanks.
It made me happy.
I'm good.
I'm a fan of DROID Bishop.
I'm glad it touched you in some way.
It did. And then I touched myself, and then the whole thing was like a big circle of...
And now you're wearing my shirt.
Yeah, I am. I'm wearing DROID Bishop shirt. I just realized I told you that I made that other video, and I think I was wearing the DROID Bishop shirt in that too.
Which show?
Oh, sorry, that was off mic. I did like a video of me watching Big Bang Theory, and
don't worry about that, kids.
Wearing the same clothes, it doesn't matter. The point is, it's one of my go-to shirts because I like black shirts.
That's good.
It says DROID Bishop on it. It's getting faded because I've worn it quite a bit.
I've worn this quite a bit and haven't washed it since I've got it, so that's I'm wearing a Power Glove shirt, and it's getting pretty dirty. I like it. Yeah. I haven't changed these pants in like 4 weeks.
What do you guys do?
I sleep in them.
So you, you play guitar in like a touring sort of band. What do you actually call your job?
Guitar player.
Right. So, but you are sort of like for hire. So like different outfits will use you, and you'll like go on tour with people and play guitar for their backup bands. It's not called a backup band, is it?
No.
Band.
It depends who you're with. I mean, the artist I'm playing with right now, he considers us a band.
Okay.
So we have kind of like input, and it's actually different from a lot of other bands where you kind of are like, get in the shadows. Stay back there.
And then,
which is fine, you're getting paid for it, but when you get paid and get to travel with a artist that like lets you wear Power Glove shirts on stage,
So have you been with people who like where they dictate your clothing?
Yeah.
What are those sorts of rules? Well, okay, because you were playing with a girl before who was like had a young audience. Was that the thing? Like, just don't wear a shirt that has like a dick on it or something?
Yeah, there's no way I could have worn this shirt or any like band shirt or any whatever. I don't know. I saw Guns N' Roses the other night, and Slash had a shirt of Mickey giving it to Minnie doggy style. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And now I feel like I'm allowed to express myself with those kind of shirts.
Right. So in that case, though, like, what is there specific rules, or like, would you literally like show up and like there's some handler guy that's just like, no, you're not wearing that.
Well, you kind of get a feel for it. You're like, it's you get denied a couple times and you start to learn what they're looking for. I mean, I'm not a complete jackass, so I don't show up in a fucking clown wig and whatever. I don't know, whatever the kids are doing these days.
You should show up in a clown wig.
Well, like the other day, our saxophone player, he has a Deadpool onesie, and he wore that.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't matter. In this band. So it's pretty cool. It's a good gig.
Is there a lot of saxophone players in the bands you've been playing with?
No, never. So it's cool. I get to we play off each other. We rip and dip together. Because
right now, so you did Ellen too, didn't you? You did some TV performances?
Oh, I did Ellen.
Stupid.
No, that was cool. Yeah, I've done some cool shit.
Look at this. I'm testing the audio.
Yeah, does it sound all right?
It sounds all right to me.
How's my voice?
Sounds good.
Should I get deeper inside? Andrew, I don't feel safe.
It's one of those moments where I'm glad it's being filmed.
Yeah.
See, he's just talking to a microphone.
I'm just talking.
How about this? Let's start diving into the album.
Oh, hi! Ready to laugh out loud?
Are you?
No. All right.
I am. I'm always ready to laugh out loud.
Let's just keep him on.
No, because that thing's terrible, man. It like, you know how many times in the middle of the fucking night and I'm so tired and then I kick that thing or step on it and thinking it's off and then it turns back on and just like, ha ha ha, and just like you.
Yeah, you fucking little Chucky doll.
Yeah, there's another one. My son has like this little bear and it says his name. Like you program it so it says their names.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and so it'll be like hi, and then it's just like oh my god. All right, listen.
All right, brass taxes.
We're going to talk about some of the tracks on your album here.
Okay.
So let's listen to one now. We are going to listen to a track. This is called "Ends of the Earth" by DROID BISHOP. And that was Ends of the Earth. Oh, yeah, that's how we do it.
Great track. Quality. Audio in here is incredible. This layout, it's professional.
And that and that was Ends of the Earth by DROID BISHOP. And I'm here with DROID BISHOP right now, James Bowen, in my studio.
What's up, y'all? Yeah. Coming in hot from Toronto.
Is it fair to call this a studio?
Yeah. It's all subjective at this point. Is this the part where you ask me, like, what inspired this song? Because I feel like I don't have those kind of answers for you.
Well, okay. Well, what inspired this song?
Yeah.
I was going to talk about it a bit because what I dug about this one, and we know, I made that music video, right? The DROID BISHOP music video, Exodus. Ends of the Earth, I feel, is the end of the story.
Yeah, but the beginning of another one. That's why I put it at the beginning.
Are these in order?
No, but that one's first. I know I said no particular order when I sent it to you.
Well, see, because what I was thinking was, okay, not to get too inside because it'll be like 10 years before I end up doing the other ones. Yeah. But the idea is, so if people haven't seen it, there's a music video for Exodus by DROID BISHOP that I did, and it's about a spaceman, and he crashes on a planet, and he's like remembering back to like leaving his son on this planet, and he wants to get home, and he's got to survive because his ship is blowing up. So then the idea was originally to have a sequel video, but that would be like a different sort of genre. So it's like now he's on this planet, maybe he's got to survive some thing. I mean, it'd be more inspired by like Predator, like there's some creature. Yeah, and he's got to live. And then listening to Ends of the Earth, I was like, okay, well, this is, if there was a third video and maybe there was like 2 songs to it, but like Ends of the Earth is to me, it sounds to me like the end of like he reaches home and this is the song that's playing as his ship is like coming in or whatever. Because it has like there is sort of an interstellar Starfield kind of vibe to this one.
That's
like
what I was going for.
It really feels that way. Like when I'm listening to it,
I was inspired by that movie, to be honest.
Yeah,
Interstellar. Yeah.
Well, I was meaning just like Interstellar,
but
just
I mean,
Interstellar.
Yeah, like, it kind of inspired me. I mean, when I was making this one, I think I told you this a while ago. Like I was working on another kind of song, like Exodus, for you to hopefully do in the next 13 or 14 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, ends of the earth. The guy travels. Lots of shit happens. Gets to the ends of the earth. What do you do now?
Yeah.
Take back off into
you know what's interesting?
Interstellar.
And what's interesting too is like thinking about Interstellar, because the idea I originally had in my head, thinking like if there was a trilogy of these Droid Bishop videos, I'll have to get some more.
Just chugging beers over here, kids.
Was kind of similar to what happens in the movie Interstellar, because I pictured too that if ever this spaceman got home, he would travel through some sort of wormhole or something that when he got back, his son would be grown up.
Yeah.
Like that, I picture, and that's what happens in
cool.
Interstellar.
I like that.
But I thought, like, that'd be cool. Like, so he finally gets there and his kid's grown up, and then, like, whether or not you see him take the mask off or whatever. Because I was always thinking, too, like, it's too, like, I mean, obviously today we're rushed, you know, to we're going to do this. And
no, we've been playing this for a while.
and, like, chill for a bit. But, like, I always wanted to get you filmed, just even in a green screen, like even if if we could shoot, like I would still do the rest of the video, but if ever the guy takes the mask off, like I want it to be you under the mask, and whether or not that has to be like an effects shot.
And then I take off my face and it's you underneath my head.
No, I'll play the son. I'll be the grown up. I'll be the grown up son, and I'll just like have like a beard and shit.
Father.
No, but that would be cool. Or you could play the son too, and like we do like some like makeup, so like the son has like sort of a different look, but then the dad's got like a beard,
like a little looper.
Yeah,
like how they made Joseph whatever look like Bruce.
Yeah, we'll just give you like
Brucey.
A weird false nose with some crazy eye contacts.
Well, I can just go run out and grab a Seth MacFarlane rubber mask and just chuck it on, and we'll call it a day.
So, man.
Yeah.
How's Toronto so far? You've been here for what, an hour?
That was quite the segue.
See, now people can see when it's live that if they think that I'm editing and somehow editing. like there's like editing that goes on.
This guy.
Man, they just switch topics real fast and nope.
Just do really bad cuts.
I will.
Toronto's great. The city looks nice. I wish I was here for the nighttime. We got to leave pretty early. It looks like Blade Runner out here. I think it's got a very Blade Runner light show coming from the buildings. No?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think are they filming that here, or is that in Montreal?
What, number 2?
Yeah, I think they're filming it in Montreal.
Who's directing that?
French dude.
Not Scott.
No. But then, to be fair,
I don't want him to anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, but
that's the thing.
Couple snoozers coming out.
Yeah, I feel bad about that. Like whenever people get so excited about like Ridley Scott movies now, and I'm just like,
no.
Has there been any that have been like? I mean, and honestly, and this sounds. It's like I don't even really love Gladiator.
Dude, I was about to say the exact same thing. Fuck that movie.
But that's the thing.
It's a cool movie, but it ain't like you can't compare that to like Alien.
No. And that's the thing, because I know people still, I know a lot of people who still hold Gladiator like pretty highly, like that's like one of his great ones. And I'm like, to me, it's like, it's
too fucking long.
Blade Runner and Alien. I like Legend, although it's flawed.
I've still never seen it because it looks a little.
It's, if you haven't seen it until now, you will not.
Exactly.
Like it. Yeah.
So I'm done with it.
But it's cool. Like it's got cool shit.
Thelma and Louise. I fucking love that movie. Ridley Scott.
Is that 88?
Hans Zimmer, 1990, I believe.
Is it 90?
Yeah. It hit the mark.
Okay.
It hit that decade.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm trying to think what else he's done lately that's been, because like Prometheus was just
Dude, I liked it. You didn't like it?
No.
I liked it because everyone fucking de-hyped it down. So I went in thinking it was going to be shit. It was cool.
I thought it looked cool. There's nothing I can say that's original criticism, but the inconsistencies with like the characters really, it actually made me mad.
Characters.
Like when I was watching it, And I can watch a movie that's like cool visually and like forget about certain things. I mean, like I enjoyed Batman versus Superman.
I didn't see it.
So like I'm there, like I understand, liking a movie that seems to be like critically panned.
Yeah.
Although I will say that the Ultimate Edition of Batman versus Superman is a better movie, and if people watch it, they should watch that version.
What do you mean the ultimate?
The director's cut.
Oh.
So before that movie went to
Zack
cinemas,
Snyder?
yeah, they cut half an hour out of the movie before it went to theaters, and so a lot of the problems people had, like it still is tonally the same. So if people just had a problem with the fact that it's really like dour and depressing, like that hasn't changed. But the half hour they cut out, like some of those scenes are like sort of integral to explaining the plot. So if you watch the theatrical cut of Batman versus Superman, it's this weird disjointed movie that like you're watching going like, how do these scenes connect and what's going on? And then the director's cut is almost just like, it just feels like a proper movie again. It's still not perfect.
No, I get that. That's what happens when you fucking make a 7-hour movie and have to cut it down.
And it feels like they did some of the changes last minute. Because when you find out the stuff that they cut, some of it's just like, that was a weird thing to cut because it's like things that explain plot points. Yeah. But with Prometheus, the thing was, I got mad at the characters. Like I got angry. Like I was watching with my brother and I was prepared to just be like, this movie looks so cool. I'm fine with that. But then the second the scientist, when they get lost in the cave and like the dude who like introduces the characters to the 3D maps gets lost, like there's just things where I'm just like, what? And then when they take their helmets off in the cave on an alien planet, and then one guy walks up to an alien python and
what?
Remember how there's different forms of like that black goo alien thing? And one of them like literally looks like a fucking snake. And the guy walks up to it like, you're beautiful. Yeah. I'm just like, even if it doesn't, it's a fucking snake. Yeah. Like at least pretend, like your first instinct as a human would be
to not go near that.
I don't know what it is, but it's a fucking snake. It looks like a snake. So I'm just going to assume that it behaves like one and not stick my face in its face. So stuff like that, I'm just like,
I get it.
It made me mad. And then the ending, and then the logic of the evolution of the creature that shows up at the end made very little sense to me. So it's like, if you go near black goo and it goes into your eye and then you have sex with somebody else, that then they will give, what was it now? Like, so then it will gestate inside that person and then form like some weird octopus thing that like becomes a sort of alien at the end. Like it was just really complicated.
It's all science, It's all science.
And but it looked, and then the scene where they're running away from the ship and it's rolling.
I can't even fucking remember the movie now. You're telling us all these scenes. I'm like, when does this happen?
And then the scene where Charlize Theron, like, and then like Guy, what's his face? Guy Pearce.
Fassbender?
Yeah. He's like an old man.
Oh, yeah.
And then she walks in, it's like, father, like the twist because he's her dad. And like, I
get it.
It looked great. And the script was just like, that's the thing. Cause I didn't want to feel that way because I can do it. Like I can watch movies that are just purely, about the atmosphere or about the visuals and stuff. But the characters annoyed me so much and the things that they did annoyed me so much that it actually like, it made me not like it as I was watching it. And it surprised me. Like I was actually surprised by my own reaction because I was just like, I'm not one of those people that gets so worked up. Like whenever people always say like, oh, worst movie ever. I'm like, no, there's always like the worst movie ever is like those things you don't even see, like terrible college films that you couldn't even watch. Like, all Hollywood stuff is watchable. Like it's hard to say it's the worst.
I thought Dumb and Dumber 2 was the worst movie I've ever seen. I swear to God. I swear to you.
It looked cheap, that film.
I know they both got $20 million for it, I'm sure.
That's probably where it all went.
Yeah, it all went to their pocket.
Yeah, because it looked like, sometimes where they have like those like made for Netflix movies or stuff that like...
Oh, like The Do-Over? Have you seen that Adam Sandler movie with David Spade?
No, I watched the fucking Western one. I don't know why.
Oh, dude, that was terrible. I mean... Adam, if you're listening, I love your movies from the 90s, but God damn it, boy. These are terrible. The sixth one, fantastic. Majestic 7, whatever the fuck it was.
It was so bad.
Terrible. All right.
I got one more thing to say about that movie, though. Like,
and another thing.
there's some stuff like I don't want to be one of those people who just like kind of rags
Wait,
on
what
Adam
movie are you
Sandler.
talking about?
The Adam Sandler
The
one,
Western one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever the six
old
shitty.
The old miserable six.
But there are times where I'm wondering, like, if they're in the studio or they're like in the writer's room.
Yeah, they're like laughing.
Are they laughing?
I think they are.
Are they though? Like, there was a scene in the beginning of that movie where it explains how his mother was killed.
Yeah.
And it's like not funny. Like, it's like literally like this is supposed to be a comedy, and there's a scene where this kid watches his mom get gunned down, and then it's in slow motion, and you see like blood hit the kid's face, and you're just like, okay, come on. Like, clearly everyone in the room could have been like, even if his mother was killed as part of the backstory of this character, you could have played that scene a lot differently than playing it for real and like showing a kid watch his mother get killed. Like, it's just like, it's so unfunny.
I mean, the writing room, like anything can be funny, and then it gets fucked up, editing, whatever, vibe, direction, or it can be.
I don't believe that they laugh. I honestly believe that they sit there and they just go, this would be funny. You know what I mean? Like, they sit there and be like, oh, you know, it'd be funny if a midget walked in and then an old grandma.
Side-splitting laughter coming from the room? I don't know about that.
I just don't think that. I think that they just
now,
write
Big Bang Theory writing room, I bet that's a fucking riot up in there.
Oh, man, that show
is a brick house.
Is interesting. Let's listen to another song.
Sure.
All right. This is a track, and it's called In Search of Avalon by DROID BISHOP.
Let's go find her.
And that was In Search of Avalon by DROID BISHOP. And I'm here with DROID BISHOP right now. James Bowen in studio.
In Toronto.
It's exciting, right?
At you. Yeah.
When did we meet? Like 2 years ago, 2.5 years?
Well, we just met in person.
That's true.
But we've been...
Do you find it weird?
No. Because we've had
I've been told that
in-depth conversations.
If you stare into somebody's eyes for, 3 minutes?
Well, you know, let's not go there right now. I don't want to know you that well in a biblical sense.
I challenge you to.
We'll get there.
Yeah, no, it's neat to finally fucking
we're here.
Meet people, man, that are in the scene.
Yeah. How many people have come through here?
Honestly, just Adam McNabb from Le Cassette.
And he's still here.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah. That's why they haven't put out any new music, because I fucking killed him after that. Dana Jean Phoenix and Nina.
Nina.
You'll know Nina. I'll show you Nina. Actually, you know what? I still have... They gave me a card.
They?
Well, it was her and her manager.
Her manager?
Well, like her manager.
You let management down here?
Dana Jean came with a dude.
With what kind of dude?
His name's Big Al or Fat Al or something.
Big Gay Al. Hey, let me see that sticker.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
I've had it for a while.
For all you kids, by the way, you're totally off mic right now. I hope you know that. I hope you realize that you didn't bring this giant microphone with you.
There, that's Nina.
Oh, Nina. Nina in the cantina, boys and girls. Equal.
All right. Sorry, I guess I was off mic for that whole thing.
So she lives in Canada?
No.
Oh.
No, she's German, lives in England. She produced a pretty good track with Sunglasses Kid did like a track, and then she and then another producer, some dude called I think Richard X or something, did like the
Sorry. Just having fun.
This is a purely visual stuff that you can only appreciate by
just being here with us, just feeling the room.
We're having fun. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's crack open let's crack open some more Dos Equis.
Here, I'll be the thing. Here,
these are fake non-alcoholic beers, by the way.
Oh.
Do you want me to tell a story while you're getting?
Did I say that was In Search of Avalon? And that was In Search. Oh yeah, I did, right? Because I said you're back. Okay, tell me about the track while I'm gonna get some more beer.
I'm not gonna talk to an empty room about my music. Just go get the beers, Andy. I'll tell some funny story. Okay. By the way, I gotta tell you that story about the.
What?
I don't know. Maybe you told me to write a list, and I had a story for you about being chased by like a white hating rally of Hispanic young men, dude. Well, I guess I'll tell the story now. So I was...
magical thing, or do you want me to...
Yeah, I'll do that for you. Just pop the top here. No fuss.
James is one of those talented people who can open the beers with his lighter.
You know it.
I have a buddy who does that all the time. I've never figured out how to do it.
Hear that pop?
Yeah.
You hear that snap?
Yeah, I did.
Hey, let's cheers. All right, so I'll just try to get through this story real quick. So one day I'm walking through downtown.
What does the story have to do with In Search of Avalon?
Well, I said, okay, you told me to tell it to you when I got here.
Yeah, well, it was supposed to be when I left. Now I'm back.
Oh, well, it's a long story. So let's continue, and then we'll, if we have time, we'll go through my life's adventures.
Tell me your adventure story. All right.
No. Should I just do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm walking downtown. I think it was after actually seeing a Future Holotape show.
Okay.
And I was downtown with my buddy.
And how were they?
They were great, man. They're good friends of mine. And they're playing some show with Syntax in Arizona, I guess, soon. Anyway, I've seen them a couple of times. I digress. And now I'm losing myself here.
All right.
Okay.
So
I'm a little tipsy, walk out of their show, I'm going to a buddy's house, me and my buddy walking down the street, downtown, bad neighborhood, really hammered, see some dudes in some metal shirts, some Iron Maidens, your Megadeths, what have you. I'm wearing a metal shirt. I'm like, cool, metal people.
Yeah.
There must be some sort of underground concert going on in here. Like, what's up, dudes? Metal. And they just looked at me, and I walked inside and realized I was in a rally for white hatred against like some Hispanic group of like, I walked in and
wait, do you do that regularly? Like just if you see something going on, you're just like, hey, let's see what this is about.
This is how adventures happen. So I walk in and I was like, what's up, dudes? Metal concert in here? Cool. And then the room just looked, you could hear a fucking pin drop in there. The room just like turns to me, and there's this dude at a table like this, like with a pad and paper, like fucking door entry. He's like, yo, what the fuck are you doing here, man? And I was like, not a metal concert, not a rock show, kids. And so I'm like, all right, I know where I am. I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything. And I'm like backing up, and he's like, yo, what'd you say, dog? And I was like, nothing, sir, and kept walking.
Oh no.
Boom. Like me and my boy like leave, start walking quickly. I'm like, pick up the pace, let's go. And you just hear from behind like, yo, what'd you say, fool? And like more footsteps are being added to the soundtrack, and we start to run. They chase us down. There's like 20 dudes, like skateboard bicycle crew. I'm like gonna take a skateboard to the face. I know, and hospital trip. Here we go. I'm running. I got black lungs. It's terrible. I'm running as fast as I can. We split off. I find these cars, parking lot, and I go underneath the car. I'm just like shivering, waiting under there, and I just see all these like footprints, like stopping and like, you know.
Wait, you hit under a car like a movie?
Yeah, I hit under a car like a movie.
I don't even think I don't
know if they shit their pants in movies, but you know. It's pretty terrifying, and I just see these feet, and I'm like, okay, they all go away, and I like wait for like 5 minutes. I get up and I see like one straggling guy like just standing there with a skateboard like in attack mode. He was a little young, so I was like, dude, I didn't say anything. I don't know what happened. We're all good. And he kind of looked around to see if his buddies were watching, and he just kind of like shook his head and just ran off. So
what do you ever do any like follow-up research as to like what that was?
It seemed like some sort of rally, dude. Like it was all Hispanic dudes in metal shirts. Like, what was I supposed to think, man? Can't we all just enjoy the metal together? I don't know. I don't get all that shit.
That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, but it was cool. It was fun. I continued. I met up with my buddy after that, and we continued to have a good time.
Did you find a metal show?
No, I didn't. Still searching. Anyway,
well, that
was one adventure.
Yeah, that's bonkers, man. I'm not that adventurous. If I'm like walking down at nighttime and I see like weirdos, like,
you got a wife and kid to think about, you know.
Yeah, like
you got to be responsible for
this. Hey, bunch of weirdos, where are you guys hanging out? Yeah, all right, I'll go down there.
Like, does that seem weird? Like, does it seem weird to you to like just say fuck it and go and just? What are you guys up to?
No, I mean, like, that's the way the world should work. Like, when people are, like, open to things, like when you have strike up conversations with strangers and find out what people are up to and stuff. Like, that's the way it should be, right? I feel uncomfortable doing that, and everyone's looking at their phones now, so it doesn't seem like there's that much going on.
Yeah.
But people do like real interaction.
Yeah.
And, if there's people who have stuff that they want to tell you, like people get really excited when they can actually like talk to you and tell you things like in person about themselves. So I think it's a good thing, but maybe it is weird because like,
it's only weird because we fucking made it weird.
Yeah.
And it's not weird to me. And after that, I made a point, like, don't let this ruin your outgoing.
Yeah. Maybe next time I can stumble into a white power rally and at least have been like in the right place.
Just have a lot of beers and wander into a bad neighborhood. That's how you have adventures. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I don't know. Those sorts of zones in cities always just make me feel super uncomfortable.
I know that's the point, though. Step outside your comfort zone.
Yeah, I guess. Is that where you get the energy for the music? You get energized by...
I get energized by life.
Yeah?
Yeah. By real life. This is real life.
That is real life. That's a real adventure.
Day drinking.
Yeah.
In your studio.
In Toronto.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy that.
Hey, man.
Cool glass of turnip juice.
Let's work our way through.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a name for it? The album?
Name for what? Oh, yeah. Lost in Symmetry.
Oh, that is so that's the title track?
Yeah.
Well, perfect, because that's the next one I was going to talk about. Yeah, let's listen to it, all right?
This is in studio.
This is Lost in Symmetry by DROID BISHOP. And that was Lost in Symmetry by DROID BISHOP. And I'm here with DROID BISHOP right now.
You found me.
James Bowen. I forgot to mention about In Search of Avalon, which I probably should have done before we started playing this song.
Well, we all know you're the king of segues. So
I'll tell you what I love about this one. You've thrown in throughout this album, and In Search of Avalon has it too, those awesome like disco-y laser noises.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love. I mean, I guess In Search of Avalon sort of like at just the beginning of the track, but I'm a big fan of those things.
Yeah, I like them too.
And they really make the whole thing feel like spacey and stuff.
I like them too. I mean, people do them. I didn't want to overdo it, but fuck it. It sounds good.
Yeah, no, it does. I think it sounds awesome. But tell me about Lost in Symmetry. So this is the title track of the...
this is the title track. This is your big boy. What do you want to know?
Tell me.
Like my face is just like right up on this microphone too.
Sometimes people get on my case because I don't ask enough of the in-depth musical nerdy questions.
Who cares?
So,
fuck you guys out there. It's fucking Andy's show and he'll do what he wants.
It's not my opinion. I appreciate all my listeners, and
he does not. He's lying.
So this is a question. This is I was trying to come up with a segue like musical thing for this, and I'll get Hoo-Ha to write me a jingle.
Yeah.
It's essentially Andy asks boring questions, and then we just sort of move on.
Well, I'm used to that by now, Andrew. So, fuck you, man. All right, ask me your nerd music question.
What DAW do you use?
I use Logic.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm still on Logic 9. I know everyone's like, get 10. But,
I'm using 10 right now to record
there you go.
show.
This motherfucker has 10. I only use 9.
To be fair, 10 is the first one I bought. Because I used to use Fruity Loops for everything.
Yeah.
And even when I used to do the show, I recorded the audio in a different program and then did the editing in a different program. But now, when I first got Logic, I just got 10 because that's the one that was out.
Killer story.
Yeah, man.
I love the middle part of that.
Okay, listen. No, okay, I'll make it better. So anyway, so Logic was coming at me, right? It had a skateboard. I fucking dove under a car and I hid there. Yeah. Took a shit in your pants. I looked right in the Logic's eye and was just like, man, I did not know. I did not know this was some Mexican power rally. I apologize. Just give me the program.
Just give me the 10, man.
So I got it. Logic Pro X.
Logic X.
Okay, so you use Logic.
I use Logic. It's good.
Do you have any favorite plugins? This is Synthetic Sunday.
Fuck yeah, mate.
Well, that's right. Do it.
Nah. Once upon a time. I will tell you this little trick, though.
What's the trick?
Marco, you get a kick out of this, you old son of a bitch.
You got to stop tapping the table. I bet you that's literally like translating into the microphone.
It is, right? How bad is that out there?
Do it.
I'll tell you what.
Well, whatever. It's fine.
All right, whatever. It's just I'm a tapper.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a little trick.
Tell me the trick.
Rise Up Lights really quickly. And
Rise Up Lights.
He said razor blades.
Rise Up Lights.
In an Aussie
Rise Up Lights.
Rise Up Lights.
Rise Up Lights.
Kind of works.
Yeah, okay, so people, I don't know if people know this about you, but you were born in Australia.
Yeah.
But you are an American now.
Well, I'm still a citizen.
Halfsies?
No, I got a green card for America.
How long have you been in the States?
22 years.
Does that work? How's that work?
Green cards forever, unless you fucking.
Do you ever see that movie Green Card with Gerard Depardieu?
Of course, man. I think you have to watch that before they give you one.
Yeah, before you take the test.
Yeah.
It's all just questions about the movie.
Well, I had no names, but I had a friend that actually married a chick so she could get her green card.
Yeah, that's what happens, right?
Yeah.
That'll be one of the questions on the test. Mm-hmm. Are you the Andy McDowell or the
which one
or the
are
Gerard
you?
Depardieu of this situation?
Terrible movie.
So, do an Australian accent.
Nah.
Did you get embarrassed?
No, it's
Look
just
at you,
like
you're smiling now. Look at this.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
You can do it though.
No, not really. It comes and goes.
We talked about this before because you were playing a show with your brother.
Yeah, and it was
Sam Sparrow, and
it was like, yeah, it was real for the moment. It came out. Look, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since I've done the Aussie accent.
You should do it, man. I can't because I can't do it at all.
I can't do. There's things that certain words that come out incorrectly if I'm doing, lots of dialogue, and it self-consciously I can't have any other Aussies like hear me do that. You know what I mean?
Oh, because they will be like, what is that?
Like one time I opted to get a ticket from a police officer instead of just faking the accent because I was around a bunch of my Aussie friends and I just couldn't let them hear me do it incorrectly. So I just said, "Give me the ticket."
For being an American?
No, because they all had Aussie passports and IDs. They were visiting, and I had no driver's license at the time. I had my Aussie passport, so all I had to do was just show them that, and then just start faking the accent, like, "Oh, I'm just visiting."
Oh, in the States.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
I needed a little more, preface into that.
What was the crime of not having a?
It was like we all weren't wearing seatbelts in the car.
Oh, okay.
It was a minor infraction.
Right.
I wasn't going to the slammer or anything for that. But that's a little insight into the psyche of me. That's I would rather take a ticket than have my boys fucking bag on me for not being able to do that accent.
But you should have just done it, right?
Yeah.
In hindsight?
No. I made the right choice.
Okay.
I paid for that ticket. Is it really coming through?
Well, it's coming. It's sound.
Okay.
These things do pick up noise.
Yeah. I like to tap things. When I'm at home talking to you, I'm slamming on things, dude. God, it's fucking getting hot down here. It's like a beer commercial.
Well, we are. This is a set
off the bottle.
This is a set right now.
Oh yeah. Some good lager right there.
Yeah, we should point out that it's hot as shit in
lager.
Toronto
Just
right now. It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit, or feels like 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which is like
34, 35.
It's like high 90s in
with the Humidex.
Yeah. The old Humidex.
Yeah. That's what happens.
That's a cool band name.
Humidex?
Yeah. Humidex. Humidex.
Humidex. It's the
Hubert.
Oh, no, you fucked me
Yeah,
up.
I did.
Hold on.
I got you.
Humidex. Humidity. It's the humidity index.
I get where it's coming
from.
It's
the index.
I get what you're doing here.
Of humidity.
That's great.
Humidity. Humidex.
All right, we're losing focus here. These beers are getting to us.
All right, listen.
It's only 9 a.m.
Let's do not tell people what the actual time is because it's okay, right? We're in the.
I didn't tell them the time. It wasn't real.
Well, that's true. I should
mystery hour.
I should know what the time is. Let's listen to another track.
Cool.
This is terrible radio.
Your list is right in front of you, Andy. Songs are right there.
Let's listen to another track. This is called Ready Player One by DROID Bishop.
Let's play.
And that was Ready Player One by Droid Bishop.
Yes.
And I'm here with Droid Bishop right now in studio. It's always fun to do these in studio interviews. They
How's
make
it going
me happy.
out there?
Ready Player One, obviously inspired by the book.
Yeah.
So do you read a lot?
No, I rarely read.
Is that like the first book you've read since Australia?
No, I'll tell you, it's the last book I've read completely in the last 7 years.
I don't even think I've read a book in like decades.
Yeah, I don't read a lot, but this book got me back into it. It was a fun adventure, page turner, super 80s based story. Lots of references, and it's cool. And Spielberg's doing the movie, so I'm hoping like to just slip this song to the guy who wrote the book somehow.
Yeah.
Through some sort of degree of separation. He knows my buddy Troy Baker, the old voice actor.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try and sneak it in there somehow and be like, I wrote this song for you.
You name dropping. Troy Baker is in like literally every single video game I play.
Troy Baker.
He's a voice. He's a voice.
I'm trying to get him. He's the voice of reason, if you will. I'm trying to get him on the show. He'll come on, dude. He's a cool dude. I'm doing a remix for him right now.
Yeah,
Droid Bishop.
That'd be cool. I'd love to talk to him because he's literally like my son loves Infamous, like the game Infamous for PlayStation, and like Troy Baker is like the main character in it.
Yeah,
and that would be exciting for my son.
Dude, he would do it.
I don't know.
This is totally his demographic.
I don't know that my son would understand the concept. Like, I think he doesn't quite get, like, sometimes he's
like, hey, this is the character. This is Mr. Baker.
Yeah, I don't think he's there.
For him.
Well, no, I think it's okay to know.
What, do you tell your kid there's no Santa Claus too? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Fucking Easter Bunny?
We have our own things we perpetuate. That every Christmas it's a demon that shows up.
Oh, you got to keep them real.
No, I don't mind them knowing how movies are made. I think that's okay.
Dude, now that we're adult males, it's good, man.
No, you know what though? As a kid,
I don't like to know how the sausage is made. I just like to eat it.
Yeah, well, I think the difference is a funny expression that people use when they talk about the sausage being made, because I do kind of like to know how the sausage is made.
I don't want to know what kind of fucking hooves and penises are in there.
Yeah, it's not the problem that there is penises, but what kind of penises?
What kind are there? There's many kinds.
Man, I ain't eating no bison penis. That's
dude. Oh.
But the thing is, yes, I mean, when it comes to sausage, I would rather know a little less. But when I was a kid, finding out how they made movies was actually like it was interesting to me. And I think the difference between movies now and movies then is, now that there's so much CGI, even though it still takes a lot of work and a lot of people to do it, it's less interesting to me than the actual work with your hands that goes into building practical effects.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff so when I watched movies when I was young, I used to, I would pause them and watch them in slow motion and stuff. And even if I saw an effect that was kind of cheap, it actually got me more interested in,
Are you looking at the camera?
Yeah, I was like,
are we looking
make
at
sure
the
this thing's
camera?
recorded. For some reason, I was like, I get paranoid.
Oh, hi! Ready to laugh out loud?
What interested me was like, so I watched like Terminator 2, for instance, and I watched it in like slow mo.
Yeah.
And then there's that scene in the bar where he's fighting the dudes at the beginning, and then one dude like sticks him with a knife.
Fuck yeah.
And if you watch it in slow motion, the knife bends.
Yeah.
Right at the end. There's one frame of the knife bending, so it's a rubber knife. But as a kid, that didn't upset me. That was like, oh, that's cool. That's how they did it. He's got a rubber knife. And then there's like a scene where Arnold gets up and he gets his arm ripped off. And if you actually watch that scene a few times.
You mean at the end? In the whatever?
Yeah, like in like the fucking metal factory.
Yeah.
You see that his real arm is just fucking bandaged up in like a blue bandage.
Yeah.
And
for one frame.
Yeah, there's like a shot where he gets up and you just clear, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. Like it's like so clear.
Well, there's 24. Well, depending on what you're doing, 24 frames a second. That's and I use a fucking rotoscope, and like that, dude. 1 second is a lot of work.
Yeah.
To do things in.
Oh,
whether it's converting or CGI stuff. 24 frames, 1 second. Just one, like that 1 second, right? How like was it just a frame that you paused?
In the case of Arnold's arm, it's one of those things where they did it in such a way that's bandaged in blue and like the background is kind of blue, so they just assume you won't notice. And I didn't for years.
You don't notice when you're watching.
No, because I watched it for years, but once you see it, then you can't unsee it.
Yeah,
and literally,
it's like horse fucks man.
I don't know what that is.
Well, I can't unsee it, so I'll tell you that much.
But his arm is clearly wrapped in a bandage. And once you do see it, it's actually a really long sequence where he stands up and sort of gets up, and you just see his arm. It's just this. It's like this fucking thing right there. But the point is, stuff like that actually got me like interested in making videos because it showed me like, hey, this is how it could be done. That's why when I watch like old episodes of Doctor Who, and everyone makes fun of it for being so cheap, but what I liked as a kid was I could actually see like, oh, I get how they made this. Yeah. I can actually see the stagehand fucking pulling the future door. Like, because Doctor Who can get pretty silly sometimes with like the stuff that with its budget. Like there's episodes where literally like a future door opens and I can see like the silhouette of a stagehand. Like, like fucking pulling.
It's terrible.
But that got me interested in wanting to make stuff because I'm like, it seemed plausible to me. Whereas like CGI, it's not as, there's no, I don't know, like it looks cool and I appreciate that there's a lot of work, but it doesn't excite me in that same way of just like, there's a bunch of dudes in a room working for 2 weeks on like a shot.
It's not exciting.
Not as cool as when you watch like, like The Thing or something and you just go like, oh, how the fuck, it's like a rubber head and like it's puppeted and
it's like they fucking prep that shot like all day and then it gets fucked up and it's like, okay, we got another 10 hours to set this bad boy up. Like the whole fucking head falling off scene, whatever, the green vial coming out. I heard he got fucked up or something, or like that took forever, and the guy's just like so uncomfortable. He's just head, his body's under the table, all that shit. God, it just seemed like so much effort, but you get what you put in. And it stands, I like practical effects.
And they definitely, like, when they're done well, like The Thing is like one of the most sort of like cited examples of those. Like it still is great and it's creepy as shit
looks
and it's
good.
real.
There's a few things that's like, it looks 80s, but
that's the one thing I'll say about Legend though, is like as a movie it's a weird disjointed thing that like if you watch it now you will be like, what is up with this movie? But Tim Curry in the darkness makeup is awesome. Like his performance and the way he looks is awesome. It is worth it just to watch the scenes just for him. Because the costume is so good. And there's another creature in the film called like Mucklebones Meg, which is like another kind of dude in the costume.
Mucklebones?
Yeah, it's like this thing. It's like, I'm too bad. Anyway, whatever. But like, it's also great too. Like, it's just when you just see like awesome practical like fantasy makeup, it's like, it's so fucking cool. You want to listen to another song?
God damn it. God damn it, Andy. These segues are just out of control.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna listen to a track called Time Runner. You happy about that?
Let's go.
All right, this is Time Runner by DROID BISHOP. And that was... Oh, you gonna say
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Stop feeding me beers.
And
Maybe
that
it'll make sense.
And that was Time Runner by DROID BISHOP. And I'm here with DROID BISHOP right now. James Bowen in studio.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Super stoked.
I did a show with Myron, and I was pointing out how I said I liked his music because it stood out to me. He was doing a thing that people weren't doing in the synth scene, at that point, like that the cheesy 80s guitar stuff that sounds like it's coming from like Transformers the movie or whatever, like that, like he's fulfilling a niche. And I would always use him as an example of like, here's a guy with a sound. Like when I hear it, I'm like, that's Myron. And then he said, and I mentioned that you were coming over or whatever, that we were going to shoot a thing. And he's like, oh yeah, it's DROID BISHOP that like got me into it. Like,
I know, he told me that one. So I was like, oh, you're so sweet.
Well, it's awesome the way like all these things, when you hear like the different people that inspire different people. Like I did Makeup in Vanity, and like I know that like Le Cassette cited like listening to that stuff early on. And that's sort of inspiring to make stuff. So it's always cool how everything.
I'm wearing a Power Glove shirt. And,
is that the chain? We can trace that back.
Well, to me, like they're top notch. And I like we don't release shit for like 2 years or 3 years or whatever. I like that. People over release. Clearly, I don't, because I've been trying. I was supposed to release this last year, but I don't know. I think quantity, quality over quantity.
Have you just been busy? Like, what's the?
No, I was a little through not getting into it too deep. I was a little unhappy with how things came about from my last release, whatever, Beyond the Blue. Sonically, like audio wise as well, and like just things about it, like just that experience was like not fun for me.
Okay.
So it was like very nervous, like releasing something after that. That was like, that's the core of it. It's deeper than that, but I was very like, it's not good enough, or like I don't want to make any more. I didn't want to do it anymore, to be honest. So, but I got a lot of feedback from people that were really cool and supportive. So I'm like, well, I owe it to these fans to like at least put out what I've got.
Yeah.
So we'll see how you like it. Be kind with your mean comments you send me.
So it's just that'll be like called What I Got.
What I got. Well, like, to be honest, I think I put a lot of effort into it. I don't know what you think.
I think it sounds great. I mean, I liked Beyond the Blue, but I think in terms of the sound, and again, like I'm terrible with like musical stuff.
No, it was terrible. I was fucked up when I made it.
What does that mean?
I was like not, I was a little out of my mind. We'll just put it that way.
Like a heartache thing? Or
no,
a drug thing?
No. Well, it was all of the above. I was just in a mess. Just darkness. Getting way too fucked up. Like I
think when I listen to them, all back to back, there's something like, I like Beyond the Blue, like there's some tracks I really like on there, but as far as like the mix goes, it's almost a little more like higher range.
Oh dude, it's terrible. Like I'm here to clear it up right now, because I felt really bad after that, like after I put that out, and it was shit. It was terrible mix, and I don't know what I was doing. Like I was literally like fucked up. Like I was putting too many things in my body and my brain as I was making this. I was getting real lifted.
Yeah.
You know what would make this sound better? More reverb and drugs. Press record. It's terrible. So I apologize to anyone out there that I've made their ears bleed. And thanks for sticking by me. Hopefully this one's better.
Well, I will say like this one definitely has some nice fat beats and bass lines and stuff, and it sounds good, and it definitely is more. But as I say, I liked Beyond the Blue, but like this one does sound more like a return to the Droid Bishop sound that
so
got
it
me
sounds
excited.
More like how it should, right? No?
Well, that's an interesting way of phrasing that. Yeah, sure. Right? It sounds good. What do you want from me?
Pleasing to your ears?
Yeah, it made me happy. Okay. I like it. Good. I like all the fucking spacey sounds. I like the fat bass lines and beats. I like.
Yeah, I mean, I went a little experimental here and there. I don't want to do what other people are doing. There's no need for.
I do.
I know you do. You're a derivative son of a bitch. What's the point of like let's all do the same fucking beats? Like, as too many people are doing that.
Yeah.
I think. Of course, we all start doing similar things, but I don't know. I kind of want to just.
Well, I mean,
take this music seriously, even though it's a fun, jokey kind of 80s thing. Like, I don't want it to be. It's not a joke to me. So if I can make the music palatable for people now, and it's not just some niche thing. Of course, I don't want to steer too far away from like the core of what it's supposed to be, but there's no fucking rules here. And if you think there are, then don't make music.
What I like too, what I said about my own earlier, and artists like Perturbator and stuff, whatever, like the people that have a sound, and I think like Droid Bishop has a sound.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate goal. I mean, that should be the ultimate goal of anybody, because I do listen to a lot of synthwave stuff where it's indistinguishable from other stuff. Doesn't mean it's not good. Right? Like I've listened to lots of stuff where I'm like, this song's cool, but if you didn't tell me who the artist was, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So you've got some sort of things that you like to do. There's lots of like sort of like high register, like arpeggiated things.
I call them butterflies.
Yeah, but it's true. I mean, like that is like a Droid Bishop.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm sure other people have done it. I know that they have, but I kind of like that.
I feel like when I hear like the ones that you do, like they do stand out to me as like, yeah, that's the Droid Bishop. That's something that he likes to do.
Butterflies over there.
So that's cool. Butterflies. So I'll know that.
That's what I call them
next time. So that's cool, and I mean, this one definitely has all the sort of the characteristics, but it's it's fat and nice to listen to.
That's good. Didn't hurt your ears?
No, it didn't hurt.
It didn't?
Ears. No.
Good.
Was it supposed to?
No, I was terrified. No, I'm still I'm still terrified. You know, I'm when it comes to music, like super. You tie yourself into some of your passions, and like that's your self-worth, you know, which is not healthy. So when shit goes wrong, your whole life is garbage.
That's true. I mean, I feel that same way about when I do videos. I mean, I said this to Makeup and Vanity said, because we were talking about videos. And then I mentioned, I talked about the video I made for you, and I talked about that situation with 80s Ladies Records, where that's where you were at the time.
No more.
And I made that video, and then John, who runs it, wanted me to hold off because he wanted to do some stuff to get some publicity. And I remember thinking, and I mean, I talked to you about it too, and like nothing weird. It was just like, for me, once I get something finished, like I need people to see it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's what I need. And I know what you're talking about, where like if that goes wrong, then the whole thing like flips. Like, so it's that weird feeling. If I put out a video and it's funny and people like it, then I feel great. If I put out something and like kind of gets like one like and no one talks about it, and it's sort of like, ooh, did I just make it dud? Did I just waste a few weeks? You know, like.
Well, I mean, it's a few weeks. Yeah, I mean. Anything sucks when someone doesn't like your work.
Yeah. But
the longer you put into it, the longer you wait, the longer you overanalyze and put all your eggs in this basket, the more you got riding on it. And you know what? At this point, I don't even care. Like, I just want to put it out. That will be a release for me personally.
Yeah.
And then I don't own it anymore. And you guys like it or you don't. Some people might not. I don't know. Some people will like it. I made it for them. I made it for you. So I didn't make it for you, Andy.
Yeah, you did.
I did. But I just need to get it out. I'm happy to put it out. Like, it's been too long. So and I want to make new tracks and keep it going. So
yeah.
Let's just get it out there.
Yeah, man. Well, it's
out right now.
Let's look at it.
No?
Let's listen to another track.
Cool.
This is called When Androids Dream by DROID BISHOP.
Do they?
And that was When Androids Dream by DROID BISHOP. We've actually listened to the whole thing.
We did.
Is that exciting?
Yeah, we did. Feels good.
That's why I released these shows in like 96 kilobytes, so no one can just
rip it.
Yeah, just rip it.
You know what? It's cool. people tell me like, "Hey, I got your music off fucking Napster or whatever."
Napster still exists?
It does.
I didn't think it did.
Screw you, Metallica.
Yeah.
No, some dude the other day told me, hey, I downloaded your stuff illegally. I'm sorry, I couldn't find it anywhere. I really like it. And I was like, that's cool. Thanks for letting me know.
Yeah. That's a weird thing to say. Yeah. It's funny what people can be so...
People say weird shit.
Yes.
You know, like insultingly weird things.
Yeah, people are really...
They're fucking, like, slow your roll, people. Like, dude.
It surprises me sometimes what people can be open about. You see a lot of that on Twitter. Like, just some people just say things are just like, are you sure you want like a record of you saying that? I mean, like, whether it's fucking hateful or racist or sexist or whatever, just like, okay, your Twitter handle is your name and a picture of you, and then literally like a sentence that's just like, I hate women.
Yeah.
Whatever, like, and just like
white power.
Yeah. Although white power is one of those things that is hilarious to say. If you don't mean it.
Is it, Andrew?
Well, if you don't mean it, because then it's fun. Disclaimer. Like, to me, there's nothing funnier about an ironic white
course.
power.
Well, we've talked about this. Anything can be funny.
Yeah, if it's, I mean, but you have to know, I think the thing with like, with funny stuff is you have to know where the person's coming from.
Well, you have to know who you're talking to, too, when you make these jokes.
Yeah, because there's people who like, they could say the exact same joke and you'd be like, oh, did you mean that?
Yeah.
This is only funny if you don't mean that. Like, because I've got friends like I have friends who are like really, like really liberal and open minded. Then it is hilarious to like drop an ironic like racist or sexist comment because both of you don't actually believe it, and you're sort of more just like making fun of people who do. But
I wish people didn't take it so seriously. And of course, like we're white privileged males, so we have it nice and cushy. And
it's too bad that we're filming this. Now, I can't.
We are white.
Yeah, I can't break the illusion anymore that I'm a black guy.
No. Well, get your Al Jolson makeup on and. See, I don't know. Was that appropriate or was that over the line? I don't know.
Super duper.
Blame it on the Ritz.
I'm only saying that because I watched that video the other day.
It's a terrible video,
and
it scares me.
Yeah, because I think they did a censored one, but then there's the one you can watch on YouTube that's uncensored.
Tell the listeners what we're talking about.
We're talking about the Putting on the Ritz video by Taco, and
Taco.
Yeah, that's the name of the outfit, and it's like this weird kind of gay dude, we'll say. Maybe he's not gay. In the 80s, it's tricky, right? When you're watching music videos.
No, he's high on that scale.
Yeah, it's just like, is this dude gay? Or
he's just fabulous.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's about the music. But anyway, so in the track, there's a bunch of, like I'm defending him, then followed by, and then there's a bunch of people in blackface. And they come out and they come out with robot voices and say super duper.
It's terrible.
I don't know what they, in the censored music video, did they just I should watch the censored one to see how they censored it. Like if they just blurred their faces or if they inserted a new shot whenever
they censored it
happened. Yeah. Well, because it's offensive. They're walking around and singing in blackface. So.
Of course, but it's still documented. I don't care for censorship.
Well, I think it must have been censored at the time. Whereas now on YouTube you can just watch the uncensored one. But I'm curious as to be what they did.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up.
I mean, it's a terrible video, but I still don't think anything should be censored. Anything.
Yeah. Well, man.
Well. It's good turnip juice.
Yeah, man. It's made in Mexico.
Oh.
This is probably what they were drinking.
Me. Oh, dude. Can we talk about me getting into Canada now?
They hate me.
Dude, they hate me. Dude, your country hates me too. It was so hard to get in here.
I know. I hear that. I hear people
for all you guys out there planning on going to Canada, don't drink and drive. It's a hell of a procedure to come into this country with any sort of record or.
Oh right, yeah.
I got a DUI 10 years ago, and I had to pay a decent amount of money to get in here.
What?
Yeah, to get a temporary resident permit.
Because of the DUI?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I had to do a FBI background check. It was interesting to see all the things I'd forgotten about that were on that background check.
Oh, yeah.
Some good stuff, man. Anyway, they let me in. I crossed the border yesterday.
Do you have to pay that yourself?
Yeah, because it was my mishap.
Yeah.
But I'm here now. And
so the money it's not you have to pay us to come in. It's you have to pay to do these procedures.
No, it's not corrupt.
Name. Right, okay. Yeah.
Although I feel
a dude with a Mountie hat that was just just give me $20.
I got ripped off here, yeah. Because I don't think I needed to do any of that paperwork. Anyway, it was just to be safe, not to get
It's so weird. I hear that. I hear that from people who talk. I remember I think the same thing happened to Ogre. He said he was going to come to Canada.
And you got to drinking driving?
No, it just there was something something didn't clear or something, and he couldn't come in. And
well, I don't know. I think it was actually easier for me because I got an Aussie passport,
right?
And it's underneath the Commonwealth of the Queen.
Yes,
your money looks exactly like Aussie money.
Do you have Australian money on
No, but this. That's my wallet, by the way.
Sweet.
Yeah, this looks pretty much like Aussie money. There would be a queen right there, and a little Aborigine guy right here.
Yeah, yeah, we don't have that.
No, you don't have those. You
got a 5.
I'm trying
to remember what's on the bills.
What's that? A 5?
This is
kids.
Sir Wilfrid Laurier.
Dude, who's that guy?
Wilfrid Laurier. He was a prime minister a long time ago.
Dude, he looks.
And on the back, we got a picture of fucking spaceman.
Dude.
It won't be in focus.
It will be in focus if I. No, it won't be. You look cool through it. Check out that filter. Trust me, it looks great.
I'll put a still up on the fucking screen.
So how much does it cost to be on this show again?
Sorry, it costs $30.
$30,
and you got to give me a Visa and.
I've got a Visa and some old receipts here, a couple hotel cards, and there's my driver's license. You know, if you want to take a peep at that.
Anyways, man. This is a terrible ending, but let's fucking do it.
I'm getting hammered over here, dude. It's fucking hot down here.
Listen, it was fun to have you on the show in person.
Yeah, it was great to be here.
This is exciting.
I'm tapping again.
Yeah. Just tap that table. It's all good.
And one last thing.
Hello, ready to laugh with Elmo?
Are you?
No, I'm not, Elmo. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm ready to
Go
laugh.
back to bed.
If anyone knows me, I'm ready to laugh.
Yes, I am ready to laugh with you, Andy.
So is it crazy if I'm laughing in person to actually see what my face looks like?
You haven't been laughing that much. I don't feel on today.
Oh, that's what I should.
No, I saw you laugh. It was
say
good.
something funny.
I saw you laugh and you went back. It was good. You dipped your head. You dipped and whipped your head. It was good. I feel
Yeah, that was a
safe.
good one. I'm trying to think what was that about? I had a big laugh about something.
Who fucking knows? We're drinking Dos Equis over here, spiked with vodka.
Anyways, man, it was fun having you on the show. This will be an interesting thing. People can watch and see. This is what it looks like. This is what a Beyond Synth would look like.
This is what you could look like on this show, boys and girls.
Yeah, you just got to be. You got to make some cool music, man, and then come on Beyond Synth.
Great, come on.
I don't know if that was like a call to action.
Should I come on Beyond Synth?
Yes.
Is there a sign that I do this on, or
just a picture of me is fine. We call that a tribute.
Come on this picture.
Anyways, listen. Thanks for coming on the show and being here. This will be like the 4th time you've been on the show.
I'm happy to come for you anytime, Andy.
How are we spelling that?
There's no spelling involved. I don't spell on Saturdays.
You want to do a goodbye to the people?
I don't know why I just blanked there. Let me say thanks for listening out there in La La Land, and we'd love to have you back anytime. Thanks for listening, boys and girls. This is DROID Bishop and your Canadian buddy, Andy Last.
I feel like I almost don't even need to sign off now.
I did it for you. All right? I'd be tipping my cowboy hat to you right about now. Just say a little something to the folks, huh?
Thanks for being on the show, James.
Anytime, buddy.
All right, man.
All right.
We did it. Yes. This is a fucking hearty handshake. We just
Dude, you gotta squeeze harder than that, boy.
Well, I'm like
Are you serious?
I'm not a heavy handshake guy.
All right.
You want to fake it? Or?
Yeah.
Hey, fucking nice to fucking meet you, man.
I'm
a real man now.
Can we stop shaking now? Aren't we gonna do our little Dylan thing or no?
Which?
Or Dylan.
What's the Dylan thing?
You son of a bitch.
Oh, no, we do that after.
Oh, okay. So we edit this out. Bye. Peace. Power glove. And me.
All right, we did it.
All right. Dude, we did it. Success. Terrible radio.